Baracht was agricultural, industrial, real. But now I'm heading north. Destination Ben Slimane, the Moroccan Tuscany, pine forests, fresh air, and a slower pace, 52 kilometers. Helmet on, let's ride. Today, I'm crossing the Chaouia on my BMW R1250 RT motorcycle. From Baracht to Ben Slimane, 52 kilometers, from agricultural plains to wooded hills. Ben Slimane was founded by the French in the 1920s, featuring colonial architecture and lively markets. Pine forests. This is where Casablanca comes to breathe. Let's ride. Ben Slimane, nicknamed the Moroccan Tuscany. It's not a tourist city, it's a forest town, a retreat, but it has a soul, and I'm here to find it. This region has always been Chaouia farmlands, Berber families, but Ben Slimane as a town was built by the French in the 1920s, a hill station for colonials escaping Casablanca. Today, it's a mix of both Moroccan homes next to European villas, spices in the market, and wine in the cellars. That's what makes Ben Slimane unique. This hidden countryside spot feels absolutely frozen in time, right? There are no palaces here, no crowds rushing to the next attraction. Instead, there is a sense of space and a breath of fresh air that invites you to simply linger and breathe. Life here moves to a different beat. Just wide streets, families sharing a moment, and children playing freely in the sun. Listen closely and you can hear the gentle rustle of the wind and the sound of birds in the pines. That's Ben Slimane's rhythm. It is found in the quiet smiles of neighbors and the steady, unhurried pace of the day. Slow, peaceful, authentic. It is a place that reminds us what truly matters in life. In the simplicity of this town, you find a soul that is rare and beautiful. Come find your own peace here. The economy here, nestled in the heart of the Moroccan countryside, rests on two essential pillars: agriculture and the forest. Vast landscapes of golden wheat sway gently in the breeze, stretching as far as the eye can see under the bright morning sun. The silver-green leaves of gnarled olive trees shimmer in the light, representing a tradition of cultivation that has lasted for centuries. Venturing further, the landscape transitions into a dense pine forest, where the air is cool and the scent of resin fills the air. These pines are a vital resource, providing wood, resin, and a natural sanctuary for weekend visitors from Casablanca. From hand-picked olives in woven baskets to stacks of fresh timber, these are the real treasures of the region. Golden honey collected from local hives and a quiet farmhouse show the simple, sustainable beauty of rural life. This isn't big industry, but it is the lifeblood that supports local families and keeps their heritage alive. During the week, it's a quiet place of work. On weekends, it becomes a peaceful retreat for the soul. Olives, honey, and pinewood. A humble economy, a beautiful land, and the real treasures of Morocco. You'll find modest but authentic crafts here. Wicker baskets, local pottery, forest honey. Prices are low, 20 to 30 mad for a small basket, and the money goes directly to the artisans. The streets of Ben Slimane are calm, the buildings are low, the sidewalks are lined with trees. Men drink coffee on terraces, women carry fresh bread from the oven. Life here moves at a gentle pace. The golden morning light spills over the historic main square of Morocco, finding its way into the legendary and timeless Caf Central. Inside, time seems to slow down. Among the vintage wooden tables, the quiet hum of local life creates a melody of tradition and peace. There is nothing quite like the ritual of Moroccan mint tea sweet steaming, and the perfect companion for a quiet, reflective start to the day. For just a few dirhams, you don't just get a drink. You get a front row seat to history and the soul of the city. It was here I met Chaouia, a man whose kind, weathered face tells the vibrant story of this place. We shared a moment of deep connection. He spoke of the many changes he has seen over decades while we watched the world drift by from these very seats. It is these brief, meaningful encounters that remind us why we travel to find the humanity that links us all across cultures. Under the shade of the ancient trees outside, some things remain beautifully unchanged. This is the heart of Morocco, the Grand Mosque Al Fath. A quiet gem nestled in the heart of the community. It may not be a world-famous monument, but to those who live here, it is everything. It is a sanctuary of peace, tradition, and shared local history. 5 times a day, the melodic call to prayer echoes through the surrounding pines, calling the faithful to reflection. While non-Muslims do not enter the prayer hall, we can always admire and respect its spiritual presence from the outside. We pause to appreciate the quiet dignity of this landmark and the spirit of the neighborhood it serves. The Al Fath Mosque stands as a pillar of faith and a testament to local heritage. A beautiful reminder of the spiritual heart that beats within this neighborhood. The covered market. Here you'll find olives 1520 MAD per kilo, forest honey 80120 MAD per kilo, fresh bread 2 MAD. The vendors smile, the prices are low, the atmosphere is real. I taste olives. I bargain for a small jar of honey. This is the real Morocco. Getting lost behind the main square, I found an old quarter. White walls, shaded alleys. Secret gardens behind wooden doors. No tourists, just life. And it's beautiful. I climb the heights. Viewpoint stop. Below me, Ben Slimane spreads out. Red roofs, mosque minaret, an ocean of pines. The air smells of resin, and the evening light turns everything gold. This is why they call it the Moroccan Tuscany. It's not Italy. It's better. It's Morocco. Ben Slimane isn't famous, but it's an escape. The air is clean. People have time. The trees protect the town. I don't need a guide. I just need to ride, to walk, to watch. And that makes me happy. Small mishap. I followed a road that maps said was fine. It turned into a dirt track. Not ideal for my BMW R12 50 RT motorcycle. I had to turn around, lose 20 minutes, and arrive from the other side. No damage, just a bumpy ride. Part of the journey, right? The road from Berecht to Ben Slimane isn't fast. It winds, it passes through fields, then climbs into the hills. The curves are perfect for a motorcycle. My BMW R1250 RT motorcycle loves them. The boxer engine pulls. The cool air flows under the visor. And with every turn, the view gets better. This is why I love riding. I stopped in front of a small open door. Inside, an artisan was weaving wicker baskets. His name is Ahmed. He uses the same gestures as his father. I ask where the wicker comes from. From the forest, over there, he says, pointing at the pines. I can't leave without something. I take a small basket. He refuses payment, then smiles. 30 Mad offered. This is my best memory of Ben's. Berecht is agricultural and industrial. Ben Slimane is forested and slow, 52 kilometers on a motorcycle. I met a craftsman weaving wicker. I shared tea with a retiree. I almost got lost on a dirt road. I watched the sun set over the pines. This is what motorcycle travel is about, not just destinations. The road, the encounters, the small mishaps. And my BMW R1250 RT motorcycle carried me through it all. Berecht is a land of contrasts where agricultural fields meet industrial structures. Then there is Ben Slimane, forested, quiet and slow, 52 kilometers on a motorcycle, traveling from one world to another. Along the way, I met a craftsman skillfully weaving wicker in a local market. I shared tea with a retiree in a quiet courtyard, a moment of pure connection. I even almost got lost on a remote dirt road, the dust swirling round me. As the day cooled, I watched the sun set over the endless pines. This is what motorcycle travel is about. It's not just destinations. It's the road, the encounters, and even the small mishaps. And my BMW R1250 RT motorcycle carried me through it all. If you enjoyed this ride from Berecht to Ben Slimane on my BMW R1250 RT motorcycle, hit like, comment below. Have you ever discovered a hidden craftsman on a trip? Would you ride through the Moroccan countryside to find one? And subscribe to follow the next adventure. Where am I going next? The road will decide. Helmet on, pine forest breeze. See you there, Basset. Ben Slimane is behind me, the pines too, but the scent of resin stays. Next stop, I don't know yet. Helmet on, open road. See you soon, Basset. Sometimes the best parts of a journey aren't found on any map. My GPS decided to take me on a scenic detour through the back roads of Ben Slimane. After navigating a bumpy dead end, I realized the real treasures were right here. I left the highway behind for something much more meaningful and human. I met a master basket weaver working in a quiet, sun-drenched courtyard. He is the third generation of his family keeping this beautiful tradition alive. His warm smile was the most beautiful memory I took from Ben Slimane. Later, I rested at a traditional cafe, resting under the shade of ancient trees. Chaouia sat there, having watched this beautiful landscape change for 70 years. He told me that the people change, but these trees never move. Here, time flows slowly, anchored by the giant branches swaying in the wind. The paths might be rough, but the stories you find are absolutely timeless.